Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the concept of that when it comes down to some vital information regarding your profession. So how could the different elements of the Panchang can give you vital information over there? Just because guys, a lot of my recent videos have been just talking about that what could happen in the transit and the warnings for the planetary conjunction and all. So not many people were happy. I was kind of receiving some sort of backlash over the comments. So I just thought, let me make a video which is going to be equally appealing everyone. Career is one such concern which is equally applicable for everyone. And guys, in this video you do not have to get into too much of the complication. Like for example, where the 10th lord is placed, which planet is the 10th lord, where it is placed in the Dasamsa chart, which planet is your Amatya Karaka. We will not get into all of that complication, just the mere analysis of your Panchang and one of the vital element of the Panchang which is called as the Karan. We will be just doing the complete comprehensive analysis of that only. And again guys, just let me make this thing very clear over here that when we talk about the kind of profession, talent or skill set with which you are born, so you just have to follow that. See, if universe wants you to be wealthy and rich, so there have been those kind of instances where like people who are like just working as a street vendors, they end up becoming and making millions and all. And there have been those instances where even after people getting good degrees, they still struggle throughout in their life. Working as a full-time astrologer guys, life is filled with every day seeing different kind of surprising kind of events. Like there have been those instances where irrespective of someone being good looking, someone being well qualified, good character, people are not able to find a partner. And there have been those cases where people, irrespective of not fulfilling the standards set by the society, they get married well on time. Like day before yesterday only, I did a reading for this person. The girl, she had the 7th lord Jupiter exalted but conjunct with Ketu, and the guy also has Rahu Ketu exists, like Ketu in the 7th house. There were other alignments as well, but just because the marriage initially did not work out well, they even got divorced, and even after that they were still not able to get separated or part ways. Now when I received the consultation, the question was that is there like some sort of pending karma still left? Because even after getting divorced, they are still trying to rebuild the relation or be together. So planets are just like the way cosmos work with us and through us. It's always very perplexing, and all what is important is that for you to give attention that are you actually utilizing those talents and skill set which we will discuss in this video. Okay guys, so the very first thing is that I'm sure that like a lot of my audience who are like very well equipped in all these different elements of the Panchang. I have talked about that in many of my previous videos as well. So I will just give you a brief synopsis of it. So guys, you do not have to start doing the analysis straight away looking at the ascendant chart. The very first approach which any authentic, legitimate astrologer follows is always first looking at the DNA of your moon, which is the Panchang. It hardly matters whether you have got Venus exalted in the chart or you have Jupiter exalted, ascendant lord exalted. But let's say for example, if there are like certain doshas which are there in the Panchang, like Tithi has some dosha or Nakshatra has some dosha, or in the combination there are like some problems, then irrespective of the fact that you might have good yogas in your astrological chart, the person will still struggle in the life. So if I were to say, the technique which I generally follow is that after looking at the Panchang, I get to know that how much tuning I need to do in the main chart. So for example, if the Panchang is showing some good combination, like for example the birth which is of the like Triyodashi, and there is a combination of the like being born on a Friday, being born on some nakshatra like Rohini or like Purva Falguni. So then obviously then after paying attention to the Panchang, when I will look at the main ascendant chart, I will increase the tuning of the analysis of the prediction. But let's say for example, if in the Panchang in itself, there are like the prominence of the like some very Daruda, very aggressive kind of nakshatra, being born on a Tuesday, being born on a Saturday, obviously have to tone down all the analysis which I will do in the main ascendant chart. So okay guys, we will just start our discussion. So the very first thing is that when we talk about the 5 limbs of the Panchang, which are called as the Tithi, the lunar day I'm talking about. So that is connected with the water element, and which give information. Generally we say that vital information regarding someone's marriage or preferences in the relationship can be figured out from the Tithi on which you are born. Like we generally say this thing that people who are born on, like this could be the Shashti Tithi, like the 6th Tithi, this could be Chaturdashi Tithi, Trodashi Tithi. Like these are some of the tithis which are considered as good for the marriage, because you will see the prominence of the, like this could be the planet Venus. Same is the way when we talk about like Chaturthi, Panchami, or this could be the Dwadashi. So those are considered as good for the wealth. So this is how you have to do the analysis. And also in terms of the relationship choices as well. Generally it has been seen that people who are born like the Shashti Tithi, like the Chaturdashi Tithi, they're like, because of the influence of the Venus, they are like generally considered as good for the marriage or the relationship. Now guys, the second is the Nakshatra, which as per the element is connected with the air, and which generally tells about the aura of the person, and it also tells about the encrypted code of someone's destiny. Then comes the Var. Now Var means in terms of the English, like the calendar day, like you are born on a Friday, which is connected with Venus, you are born on a Tuesday, connected with the planet Mars. So the Var generally is connected with the element which is fire, and it gives information regarding someone's personality. And guys, as an astrologer, our job is to see the resonance. Like for example, in the morning only, I did a reading for a couple, and the guy, I remember his chart. So born on a Chaturdashi, the Venus influence, born on a Friday, Venus influence, the ascendant is of the Venus is placed in the ascendant. So you see the prominence, like this is how you get to see the resonance of the things. So the way I was talking about that, when we look at the Var, the weekday, that give information regarding the personality in a way that if someone is born on a Somvar, like on a Monday, so that person will tend to remain very emotional. If someone is born on a Tuesday, so the Mars quality will be very prominent. Someone being born on a Thursday, so the Jupiterian qualities are going to be very prominent in the personality of someone. Now guys, when we talk about the Yoga, so Yoga is like, I have already talked about the Yoga as well in one of the series on the Panchang, that is connected with the space element, and it generally tells about, like it can be seen as a key to the success. And guys, our today's topic, which is the Karan, so it is connected with the earth element, and it generally gives vital information regarding someone's profession. Now guys, the second slide is, although you do not have to get into the manual calculation part, but just for your understanding, although you can see it in any of the good software, but like generally Karan is the half of a Tithi. So one Tithi has got 2 Karan, and so that means, so in total in a month, in a lunar month, there are going to be in total 60 Karans in a month. Now guys, when we do the analysis of the Karan, so Karan shows innate ability and the skill set. Now if the Karan, the planetary lord which we will discuss, the planet which is connected with your Karan, if it is well placed, it could give very vital information regarding someone's career. Now the whole analysis and the assessment comes down to this point, that if the Karan lord's strength and dignity will tell whether the skill will actually become in a profession or not. Guys, it's a very funny story. I still remember, like even growing up, whenever like I used to go to the temples and all, so even the typical Hindu temple and the priest giving prasad to all those people who are coming, the minute I used to come in front of the priest, so many times they have said, looking at my face, oh, you will have the secret knowledge. I was like, I'm doing my BCA, I'm doing my MBA, what secret knowledge? And even like growing up as well, wheresoever I'm going, people like by themselves coming and sharing their problems with me, especially the females. Like even for my friends, if they are not in the house and they ask me to wait, they are coming from tuition or something, and the mothers will sit in front of me and they'll start sharing their whole story and the whole problem. And if I were to tell about the way my family still think now, even if today if I'll tell my parents that, you know, Donald Trump, he called me and he wanted to ask, okay Nipun, see the astrological chart, which Karan or in which Muhurat shall I put the tariff on? My parents, the first thing which they're gonna say, oh my god, why don't you ask for the job? So I mean to say, even after now, my family, they still think that I shall be focusing on other things, but I know that this is what I was born with, this is what is there in my chart and every aspect of my destiny. So that's what I'm telling you guys. So in my case, my current lord is in a good strength. That is the only reason, even in the astrology community, which is being filled with so many good astrologers and people who are doing it in a very cultured and traditional way. So gods were kind to me, my current lord was kind to me, that it gave me acceptance in this very pious society of astrology. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that it's the current lord's strength and dignity which will give this information, that whether your skill will remain as a skill and you are doing something else as a part of your main profession, or whether you will, or life will give you that chance to turn your skill into a full-time profession as well. Now guys, there are like in total 11 currents. We will briefly look at it, and then I will tell you some of the information which you need to know. So guys, the very first thing is that the very first current is the bow. So bow, like it is like the literal meaning of the bow is it means the flowing water. Now the major impact, the way it has been written in the Shastras and all, and some of the slides I have taken from the books of the great astrologer Suresh Chandra Mishra ji, one of the very profound astrologer. He has done the translation of some of the, like I guess, majority of the classics and all. So the major impact of this bow generally comes in the form of inherited qualities or flaws, which are respectful lineage, respectful towards teaching, and virtues of family and tradition. Now when we talk about the results, so they acquire major traits from the ruler Indra, the king amongst the gods as per the Hindu pantheon, where water should be honored around their living space and environment. So these are some of the remedies, guys. You can look at it in this way, that not staying obsolete, welcoming change, embracing modern techniques, outlook, and adapting with the changing trends get strongly recommended for this current. Placing water fountain or a fish aquarium suits them, especially the impact will come to your career. And doing any business connected with ocean, river, sea, always prove fruitful for them. Storing rainwater in a glass water bottle also acts as a remedy for their career success. Now guys, the summary of this current is, the symbol attached with it is the lion. The planet connected with it is the sun. So throughout in this discussion, if your current is bow, so whatever I will explain now, henceforth, you have to see the sun's placement in your natal chart. The deity we have discussed, that is Indra. The profession is, it could be in politics, in any of the leadership roles. This could be doing something in the fields of the creative, like creative fields, becoming a doctor, in health industry, medical industry, administrative roles, government job, etc. And some of the famous people like with this as their Karan in the Panchang is, like one example could be of Albert Einstein and another could be of the Donald Trump. Now guys, the second Karan is the Balav, and the literal meaning means group of children and heirs. The god connected with this Karan is creator god, who is the Brahma. Now the major impact of this Karan is connected to creation, production, manufacturing and children. That means you could be in any of these kind of profession. Now results, the way it has been explained, and the results are also blended with the remedies as well. That's how I wrote the points, that engaging in activities which benefit or support children, being in profession which involves hairs also prove to be very beneficial. You could be working in a salon. If in other profession, placing peacock feather in your living space and not turning bald by choice. Obviously hair is connected with it, don't turn bald by your own choice, should be considered. And acting with accountability and responsibility rather than childishness will support native in order to grow in the life. Now guys, the summary of this Karan is, symbol is connected with the some Brahman lady, animal connected is tiger. Most important for you for this discussion is the planet connected with this Karan is moon. You have to see the placement of the moon in your natal chart. and deity which is connected with this Karan is Brahma. So Brahma, which is connected as the seen as the creator. So the profession could be some nurturing jobs. You could be working as a nurse, you could be working as a healer, hospitality, creative jobs, working as a producer, influencer, poet, or working in a food or the travel industry. Some of the prominent people with this Karan are Mahatma Gandhi and Bill Clinton. Now guys, when we talk about the Karan number 3 for today is the Kaulav, the meaning which means defamation, and the planet which is connected with it, or like the god or the devata. So that is like some text call it Surya, some text call it Mitra. So now guys, see, the thing is, if you will go by the literal definition as it has been written in the scriptures, it's like defamation, betrayal and stigma through friends. So betrayal and stigma which come through friends, which might come through friends, and being misinterpreted by the world. So again, I will talk about it. I will give you the explanation of that and the results and the remedies. So you have to be very careful of the company you keep, as major fall in life will come through the friends only. People who are engaged in questionable acts or irrelevant to your life goals or engage you in unproductive, wasteful things should be strictly avoided. Now guys, generally, in all these kind of like Karan, which come across as very strict, very harsh, so then that means you could be a lawyer, you could be in any policing kind of job. So all those kind of job where you are the law enforcer, so that could be connected like that. And guys, when we talk about the summary of it, so the symbol is measuring vessel, animal is pig, the planet connected is the Mars, deity or the god is Mitra. So like, see guys, this is how you have to see. So Mitra is also connected with one of the nakshatra Anuradha. So now if let's say for example your moon nakshatra is like something like this, then you can actually see the correlation. Along with that, if you have majority of the planets like in your chart as well, the 10th lord has gone to the 3rd house, your 10th lord has gone to the 11th house, like these are the houses of the friendship. So that's how you can see a symmetry like in the chart. So, and guys, the profession, so like contracts, working as a contractor, diplomat, wedding planner, network marketing. You are watching this video, share this link to the 3 more friend, then 3 more friend, build a chain. So yeah, network marketing, partnership business. And guys, when we talk about the prominent people or the famous people, so Dwayne Johnson could be one of the example, and Tom Cruise. Oh my god, Tom Cruise, he just doesn't want to retire. Even at this age, he does all of his stunts. Respect to the guy. Now guys, when we talk about the next Karan, which is Tatil. So Tatil, it's like the literal meaning of that is like a knot, like abscess or boil. You can see the meaning. Please don't go by my pronunciation. You can see it in the slide. So I just know the Hindi word called as the foda. Okay. And guys, when we talk about the planet or the planet which is connected with it, or the deity, the god which is connected with it, that is the Vishwakarma, and the planet is Mercury. So some of the like the major impact, as the name suggests for the Tatil, that incorrigible wound, pain in the eyes of others. So in whichever way and for whichever Karan I'm saying like this, it simply means that you could be working in a law enforcer kind of fields, or fields which demand you to be ruthless like that. Now results guys, good planner, but it's recommended to always keep your plan under the wraps, as you could be an easy target of people's evil or envious eye, or people taking advantage of your good nature. Okay, people's, I remember watching that movie of Samuel Jackson. I forgot the name. In one of the villain, he did a very good acting. His name was Peoples. Oh, okay, let me focus here. Okay, so don't pretend or show off too much. Neither should you go soft on the people trying to get things done from you through sweet talking. So you have to be very mindful of that. Not being proactive in the face of any opportunity will make you repent once it's gone. So the summary is that the animal connected is this cute donkey, as you can see in the screen. The planet connected is Mercury, and the deity is the Vishwakarma. So guys, when we talk about the Vishwakarma, so that means the profession. So whether it's the it's the nakshatra, or whether it's the tithi, whether it's the karan, the god which is connected with that element, that gives vital information. So that means if Vishwakarma is a god, is a deity connected with it, so that means construction, architects, like designers could be connected with this. Some of the famous people, guys, Sigmund Freud and Elon Musk has got this Tatil kind of like as their Karan. And I guess I've been seeing that recent post on social media where just because all the Tesla cars have now started receiving the backlash that people in US and in other countries, just to save their cars for not being damaged by the trollers and by other people, haters and all, they even started removing the Tesla symbol and replacing it with Toyota, with Honda and other things. So yeah, it's just like that. The name suggests pain in the eye of others. I guess, yeah, that is getting valid for the Elon Musk case, as if now we don't know about the future. So yes, guys, so if I were to say, see guys, couple of things which got missed out over here, just because the planetary lord connected with the Tatil is the Mercury. So all the Mercury connected fields, this could be communication, working as an accountant, working as a like a stand-up comedian, a performer, an artist and all. So all of that can, by default, you can attach with it. Like you could be working in the sales, media, marketing. So all of that is possible. Now guys, the next Karan is the Gar. So Gar means like the literal meaning is poison or something which is very sharp. The deity or the god connected with this Karan is Prithvi or Bhumi Devi, like the earth. Now the major impact of this Karan which comes in someone's career, interest in or people professionally dealing in medicines, chemicals, minerals, gemstones. If I were to be precise, anything which is like, connected with the earth, this could be farming or any of the people who do the excavation and try to find things from under the earth could be connected as one of the probable professional choice. Now, so guys, the way I was talking about the results, so livelihood will have connections with chemicals, medicines, fertilizer, addictive substances. Refrain from offending people due to the usage of sharp tongue, aggressive body language and fickleness in your commitments. Avoid unnecessary provocation at work or unethical competitive practices. So now guys, when we talk about the summary of the Gar, so that means the animal connected is elephant, the planet connected is Jupiter. So you have to see the placement of the Jupiter in the chart now. DT we have discussed, profession is agriculture, farming, land, real estate, property, etc. And whatever you are doing with this as your Karan, write it in the comment section. And guys, when we talk about some of the famous and the prominent people, Steve Jobs could be one of the example of this. So guys, the next Karan is the Karan number 6 out of 11, which is Vanij. Now Vanij is like, it's good because the literal meaning of this Karan is business, trade or commerce. The god or the deity connected is the goddess Lakshmi. And yes, even the planet Venus is connected with it. So that means the major impact comes in the form of having strong business acumen, commercial interest and training. The results could be, person could be in the fields of training, coaching, teaching, that might be meant for this person. Native will demonstrate strong business talents right from innovative practices to business expansion, efficient management and promotion, a blessing in today's day and age of entrepreneurship and all. So guys, the summary of the Vanij Karan is animal connected is cow, planet is Venus, deity is Mahalakshmi, profession is like one of the probable profession could be finance, entertainment, luxury, and famous people are like Pamela Anderson and Marilyn Monroe. Now guys, the next Karan is number 7 out of 11 is the Vishti. Now guys, when we talk about the Vishti Karan, so Vishti, like in terms of the Muhurat, it is not like considered as very auspicious, but somehow I was like surprised. Some of the very prominent people of the society, very successful people of the society, some of the very famous successful astrologers are born with this Vishti Karan. So the name in itself means heavy load and labor. Major impact of this comes like in a form of capable of responsibilities, workload, slightly gullible, Results come in the form of taking responsibilities of everyone on your shoulder, being involved, keeping an eye on everyone, and always ready and willing to offer help and advice. Need to learn to behave like a leader and instructing and extracting work from people. Summary is, guys, that animal connected is, oh my god, look at the cute hen. So the planet is Saturn, and our deity or the god is the Yama, the god of the discipline and the death. And profession could be, you could be working as an astrologer, working in the pharmacy industry, research, destructive works. Now guys, when we talk about the prominent or the famous people, so Narendra Modi ji, Elvis Presley and Sachin Tendulkar, Indian cricketer, could be one such example of that. Now guys, the next Karan, like in the sequence of the 11, is the number 8 Karan, which is the Shakuni. The name literally means the bird. The Devata or the god connected is the Kali avatar of the Vishnu. So now when we talk about the major impact, so fickleness in the thoughts, very adept in strategy making, prone to instigate quarrels. Now the results generally come in a form of adept in the fields driven by omens, astrology, weather, birds, future predictions, forecast and unforeseen factors governed by the nature. Decision making goes through initial rounds of uncertainty, ambiguity and stress. Prone to visualize or make inflated business plans made on unrealistic foundation at times. Recommended to keep a pair of birds at your workstation. So guys, and beyond any doubt, majority of the people who will be working in the Discovery Channel or Animal Planet, National Geographic might be somehow being ruled by this Karan only. So guys, and okay, I don't have a Karan, but I'm sure had I been having this Shakuni as the Karan, I already feed all of the lot many birds. I'm sure that would have acted as a good remedy for the career as well. But yes, in any case, whatever you can do to have a connection with the nature, you shall do it. So guys, the summary is that if this is what your Shakuni, your Karan is, so that means the connected animal is eagle or the bird is eagle. Planet is Rahu and the goddess deity is Kali. Now when we talk about the profession, so you could be working as a diplomat or sorcerer, futuristic technology, anything which is very futuristic, space sciences like Sunita Williams, recently she has been in the news, this might be her Karan as well. Some of the famous people like Tiger Woods came as on the top of my mind. So yes guys, if this is what your Karan is and whatever you are doing right now in terms of your profession and all, please write it in the comment section. Now guys, the next Karan is in a sequence of the 11 Karan is the Karan number 9, which is the Chatushpad. So the name literally means the four-legged. Now guys, in some of the scriptures like the book from where I made the notes of Suresh Chandra Mishra ji, so he has written the deity or the god as the Rakshas, demon. And in some of the books, it has been mentioned as the Rudra. So yeah, I just wanted to give you both of the version. Now guys, the major impact of it generally comes that animalistic habits and demonic nature. Now whatever I say it over here, feel it and visualize it that you might be working as a law enforcer. You might be working in a field which demands you to be ruthless. Like the way we say that when you're working as a doctor, it hardly matters whether it's the injured person is a criminal or the injured person is a saint. Doctor has to save the life. Same is the way for the lawyer and all. It hardly matters what crime you have done. His job is to get the fees and save you from the law. So that's what I'm trying to say. So everyone is doing their dharma, doing their job, doing their karma, and all what matters is that how truthful you are to your field which the God has given to you. I was watching this funny reel where someone gave this lettuce to a lion in a cage and imitate after touching it the expression which that lion gave in the cage. So yeah, okay, talking about the point. So the results guys, if this is what your Karan is, like Chatushpad, so that means being in a field dealing with animals, birds, cars, big trucks will be helpful. Prone towards extreme hard work to the extent of burnout. Advisable to take out time for relaxation, rest and recreational activities. Honesty, integrity, gentleness and respect for the relations benefits long term, and placing the picture of the Vastu approved running horses at workplace brings good results. So yeah, the painting of the running horse can be placed. Now guys, the summary is that the animal connected is any four-legged creature. Some books call it as a dog. Planet is Ketu. So yeah, Ketu, because of that, this could be dogs only. The DT is Rudra, and some of the probable profession. So this could be working as a vat or like researcher, weather expert, shaman. So all those could be the probable profession. Now guys, the next Karan. Now guys, the next Karan in the sequence is the Nag. Now the literal meaning is snake, crawling or slithering type of the movement of the snake. Now guys, the planet or like the planetary lord is Rahu, and the deity is the Nagas or the Sarpas. Now the major impact which comes if you have this as your Karan, which the major impact which comes in your career could be like, you know, it's like any of those profession where there's a lot of the like danger is involved, like being very aggressive is involved. So the final result is that being vindictive, involvement in dangerous activities, advisable to have calm temperament at workplace for peace and progress, well suited for fields involving to work with insects, reptiles, chemicals, herbs, spices, alcohol, addictive poisonous substances, worship of Lord Shiva, and an empathetic attitude towards animals, birds, insects will support professional success. Now guys, the summary is that the profession connected, as we have discussed, this could be medicine. And again guys, when we talk about Nagas, like the snakes, so see the way it has been written in many of the scriptures and some of the folklores and all, that snakes have got this capacity. I'm talking about those folklores, that snakes have this capacity to cause the hypnosis. Their eyes are like generally considered as very hypnotic, like the way one of the trait which is generally attached with the Ashlesha Nakshatra as well. So that means, and it's the Rahu guys, like when we talk about people who have this capacity to mesmerize the world, like that sort of hypnosis which they create. See, it has not happened much with me, but I still remember initially once I received that call, that guy calling from southern part of India. I do not know which video of mine he watched, and he was like so eager to even book a flight and just give me an appointment. I'm coming, I'm ready to pay this many charges. I was like, oh, please bro, hold. Whatever you want to do, we can do it like this only. Don't give me that much clout and weightage and leverage and all. So that's what I'm saying. So people who have Nag as their Karan, they have this capacity to create that energy of hypnosis. So that means it will benefit you if you are working in any of the media related field, if you are working as a politician. So that means you have that capacity to mesmerize people. This is the blend of the Rahu and the snake, like serpentine kind of energy. You can connect it in this way. Some people will call it that you know, it's the Sarpas, Kundalini, yoga, meditation. I would say that has got more to do with the Ketu. Rahu energy has got more to do with the fame, photography, entertainment business, politics, diplomacy, working as a diplomat, and other things like, you know, working in the fields of the chemical, herbs, spices, alcohol, addictive, poisonous substances. That's what I'm trying to say. One of the famous person with this as the Karan is the Marlon Brando. And now guys, next and the last is the 11th number Karan, which is the Kinstugan. Kinstugan. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, so different books have written it in a different way. So now guys, the name literally, the name in itself means the oath breaker. Now when we talk about the deity or the god, that is like Vayu, the wind god, or the Marut or the Kuber. Different books have attached different like the deity or god. Now, when we talk about its major impact, so the way it has been written, like the Kinstugan, it has been written that it is changeable, it is unreliable, it is ungrateful. So again, like all these other traits will be helpful if you're working in a field where you have to be ruthless, where you have to be very rough. I already mentioned like because of the influence of the Ketu over here. So I would say that people who are like very fundamentalist, they are very extremely opinionated kind of profiles. Like you might be a person who write very scathing kind of review and articles and the blogs which you write, or you do a lot of the critique of different people, different industry, different profiles. So you can look at it in that way as well. Or you could be working as a lawyer in other fields. So being vindictive, involvement in dangerous activities is generally attached with this Karan. advisable to have calm temperament at workplace for peace and progress. Well suited for fields involving to work with insects, reptiles, chemicals, herbs, spices. We have discussed all of that. And worship of Lord Shiva. An empathetic attitude towards animals, birds, insects will support professional success. And guys, when we talk about the summary of that, so yes guys, animal connected is like the insects or the moth. No, MOTH. When I say, sometimes I say in the prediction with my accent, okay, so in this year you will get into the depth, and with my pronunciation and accent sometimes people see and hear it death. Like, sir, next year death. No, DEPTH, depth. So I mean to say, it's not the moth. Like in Hindi, that means like it's a death. No, I mean to say insect. MOTH. Okay, so the planet connected is the Ketu. DT we have discussed, and one of the probable profession could be working in the fields of the chemicals and the biotechnology, which I mentioned. Now guys, when we talk about some of the more slides which could be helpful, although I assume that if you follow like my channel with the core discussion on the topics, half of the things you would be able to connect or correlate by yourself. I'm just giving you a short synopsis of this. So let's say for example you figure out that your current lord is the planet Rahu, or your current lord is the planet Sun, or this could be Moon. So now if it is placed in the different houses, what does it mean? So it means guys, if it is placed in the first house, so independent, founder of institutions, pioneer. And if it's in the second house, you might be engaged in a family business, finance sector. This could be, you might have a good wealth, you might have good looks, you might be very like good conversationalist. All these things comes natural to you. If it's in the third house, so travel industry, self-made, tech industry. If it's in the fourth house, so working in the fields of the farming, agriculture, public service, you could be the head of the department. If it's in the fifth house, so education, speculation, entertainment. If it's in the sixth house, health industry, loan department, law, policing, army. If it's in the seventh house, like partnership, this could be your career will rise once you relocate, or you will relocate to any foreign country, or like growth might happen after marriage. If it's in the eighth house, so insurance, occult, research, covert kind of operations. If it's in the ninth house, like becoming a judge, in being in judiciary, working as a teacher, immigration expert, preacher, success in the foreign land. If guys, it's in the 10th house, so status, power, and being successful in your career, some high ranking official, like working in the fields of the politics, administrative work, government job. If it's in the 11th house, like influencer, event management, family business. And if it's in the 12th house, import, export, traveling business, hospital, prisons, NGOs, you might be working in any of these kind of sectors or industry. So how much is getting applicable in your case based on your current lord's placement in the chart? Please write it in the comment section. Now guys, and guys, nothing would be better than that. So based on the current lord, like for example, if it is Saturn and then in the 8th house, so then it's a good sign for working in the insurance, for like working in the, like for example, this could be insurance, this could be occult, iron, minerals. So this could be a good blend. Same as the way guys, if in your case, let's say for example, if like Jupiter is your current lord, and it is placed in the 9th house, it is placed in the 5th house, then it's a good sign to be a teacher, it's a good sign to be a trainer. So this is how you have to make a connection of the things. Like now guys, when we talk about current lord planet in all different signs, so guys, see, all these are like self-explanatory. I just wrote few slides so that it will help you, at least those people who are just beginning in the field of the astrology, to be able to connect the dots. So guys, if your current lord is placed in a fire sign like Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, it can make you very self-driven, it can make you very motivated, leader and risk taker. If it's in the earth sign like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, then we can say that it makes someone or someone's professional life. Like guys, here we are talking more from the profession point of view. It's not about your innate personality. Just like that, if your current lord is in the fire sign, so that means in your professional sphere, you will be a leader, you will be all the time very motivated, you will be self-driven. If your current lord is in the earth sign like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that simply means that in your professional sphere, you might be very grounded, practical, stable, or you might be working in a field where you are making use of your hands, like you might be working in construction, even you might be a civil engineer as well. So that means you have to get your hands dirty and be on the ground. Now, if your current lord is in the air signs like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, so communication, being adaptable, quick learner, travels, you could be working in the fields of the sales, media, marketing, travel work could be connected with it. If your current lord is in the water sign, guys, so which means Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, so that means that you might be well off in a field which demands and which entails a lot of the caregiving, empathy, being very imaginative. You might be working as a graphic designer, you might be working as a art director, you might be working as a nurse. So this is how you can make a connection of the things, and nothing would be better than that. If your like current lord in itself is like Balav, which is connected with the moon, and then it is placed in the, and moon in your natal chart is placed in the Cancer, in Scorpio, then we are getting a double information. If moon in your case, you are a Libra Lagna, your moon is the 10th lord, and your current being the Balav. So see how things are getting blended, and that's what the job of an astrologer is, to see the overlap. Now guys, when we talk about current lord in conjunction, so yes guys, when we say that current lord, if you will find that planet is conjunct with Jupiter, Sun, it can give you good growth opportunities in the career. If it is sitting with, conjunct with Venus, Moon, Mercury, it can give you comfort and abundance. Now guys, if your current lord is conjunct with like Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, so then it will also give success, but it will only come after facing lot many challenges in the career as well. Now guys, the last slide and like for the day is about if the like what to expect in the dasha of your current lord. So guys, simply means that, see, one of the thumb rule which I generally follow is that whichever planet is your planetary lord of your current, so that planet's dasha will give you many opportunities. So like the way guys, when we talk about Vishti, so Vishti in the Muhurat is not considered as good, but one thing is for sure, that Vishti is connected with and being ruled by the planet Saturn. So that means in the Saturn Dasha, in your career front, it will give you good opportunity, especially from the career point of view. Same is the way guys, let's say for example, if your current is Balav, that means the planetary lord of this current is the moon. So we can say this thing that the moon Dasha, at least from the career point of view, will give you many more opportunities. So yes guys, that's the video which I wanted to say in short about, after back to back too many videos on the transit, this will happen, that will happen, some positivity with the video which will give you vital information to connect the dots for your career information. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. धन्यवाद.